Good morning, America. March is here, and with it comes the official start of meteorological spring, a time when many of us are eager to pack away our winter coats and welcome warmer days. But as the calendar flips, the weather has other plans in store. Across the country, signs of spring are popping up: colorful decorations, hopeful buds on trees, and longer daylight hours. Yet, winter's grip remains strong, and chilly winds remind us that the season's not quite ready to say goodbye. For meteorologists, March 1st marks the start of meteorological spring, but this year, a wintry blast is set to impact over 120 million people across the Midwest and Northeast. This isn't just a light dusting. Major cities and rural communities alike are bracing for a significant weather event. Instead of sunshine, we're tracking a series of storms bringing snow, ice, and heavy rain from the Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic coast. Roads could become treacherous, and travel plans may need to change as conditions deteriorate quickly. Just days ago, many enjoyed a taste of spring with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and even 60s. But that warmth is about to collide with Arctic air. The contrast between these air masses is setting the stage for dramatic changes. The result? Weather whiplash. A rapid shift from spring-like conditions back to winter in just hours. One moment you're enjoying sunshine, the next you're reaching for your snow boots and shovels. Communities will need to stay alert as forecasts evolve. From sudden snow squalls to icy rain, the weather can change in the blink of an eye, catching many off guard. This transition will be abrupt and impactful, especially as we move from a pleasant weekend into a stormy start to the week. Monday morning commutes could be especially tricky, so plan ahead and stay tuned for updates. We'll break down what to expect, where the biggest impacts will be, and how to stay safe as these storms move through. Make sure your emergency kits are ready and keep an eye on local alerts. It's a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability and the dynamic battle between seasons. Each year, spring's arrival is a little different, and this one is starting with a dramatic twist. So get ready for a wintry welcome to spring. Whether you're a fan of snow or counting down to warmer days, this week we'll have a little bit of everything. We're here to guide you through it, keeping you informed and prepared as the seasons clash, and the weather keeps us all on our toes. What's fueling this dramatic wintry comeback, just when it seemed like spring was around the corner? The answer lies high above us, where powerful forces are at play. A massive dome of Arctic air is surging southward from Canada, bringing with it bone-chilling temperatures and a relentless push of cold. By Sunday, this frigid air mass will have invaded the Northeast, setting up a sharp boundary known as the Arctic Front, a dividing line between two very different worlds. This front becomes a battleground. North of it, snow falls steadily, blanketing towns in white and creating hazardous travel conditions. Along the boundary itself, a dangerous mix of sleet and freezing rain coats roads and power lines in a slick, icy glaze. And just south of the front, it's plain rain, soaking the ground but sparing it from ice and snow. Even a 20-mile shift in the front's position can flip a town's forecast from rain to snow or ice, making predictions especially tricky for meteorologists and residents alike. The cold, dense Arctic air hugs the ground, refusing to budge, while warmer, moisture-laden air from the south glides up and over it. This process, called overrunning, fuels thick clouds and a variety of precipitation types. This dramatic temperature clash is a classic recipe for major winter storms, providing the energy and instability needed for widespread impacts across the region. Unlike a quick-moving cold front, this is a large-scale pattern change. Arctic high pressure locks the cold air in place, refusing to let it escape for days. That means multiple rounds of wintry weather are likely, not just a single snow event, but a series of storms that could stretch on for days. The persistence of this cold air makes forecasting a real challenge, and the potential impacts even more significant for millions of people. As each new storm tracks along this boundary, it taps into a steady supply of cold air, ensuring that wintry precipitation remains a threat. This setup is why millions across the region are bracing for a prolonged period of winter weather, with disruptions to travel, school, and daily life. Stay tuned as we track every shift in this volatile pattern, keeping you updated on what to expect as this clash of air masses unfolds. The first storm arrives Sunday, spreading a wintry mix across the central Mississippi and Ohio valleys, reaching the Atlantic by Monday. While not a blockbuster, it's enough to cause slick roads and travel headaches, especially during the Monday morning commute. Cities like Springfield, Illinois, and Columbia, Missouri, could see just enough snow for hazardous conditions. In the mountains of West Virginia and Western Virginia, localized snow could add up. While farther east, a messy mix of snow, ice, and rain is expected. Even a thin glaze of ice can be dangerous for drivers and pedestrians. This first system is the opening act, priming the environment for a larger storm to follow. It's a reminder to check your emergency kit and adjust travel plans. Winter is making a comeback. Be prepared for what's next. Major cities will feel the brunt of these storms, starting with travel headaches from slick roads and possible delays in public transportation. Commuters should expect longer travel times, with hazardous conditions making even short trips unpredictable. Sidewalks and crosswalks will be treacherous, and city crews will be working overtime to keep main routes clear. For many, the morning commute could turn into a slow crawl, with traffic jams and accidents more likely as snow and ice accumulate. The second, larger storm on Tuesday and Wednesday could bring heavier snow and a wintry mix to the Great Lakes and interior Northeast. Meteorologists warn that this system may dump several inches of snow in just a few hours, making roads nearly impassable at times. Gusty winds could create whiteout conditions, reducing visibility and making travel even more dangerous. Residents in affected areas should prepare for rapidly changing weather and potential power outages. Cities like Milwaukee and Madison may need to break out the snow shovels again, with midweek timing disrupting schools and businesses. School closures and delayed openings are likely, and local shops may see fewer customers as people stay home. For many families, shoveling will become a daily routine, and communities will need to work together to keep sidewalks and driveways clear. In the Northeast, lingering snow piles could block storm drains, and rain on top of snow will accelerate melting, raising the risk of urban flooding. Water pooling on streets can freeze overnight, creating hidden ice patches and further complicating cleanup efforts. Cities must act quickly to clear drains and prevent water from backing up into homes and businesses. Clearing snow from drains before the rain arrives can help prevent localized flooding. Residents are encouraged to check nearby drains and help clear them if safe to do so, as every little bit helps reduce the risk of water damage. Municipalities will work to treat roads, but rain can wash away salt and brine, making conditions tricky. Road crews will be out in force, but even their best efforts may not be enough if the weather changes quickly. Drivers should remain cautious and avoid unnecessary travel during the worst of the storm. Residents should stay alert. What starts as a snow day could quickly turn into a flood watch. It's important to monitor local news and weather updates, as conditions can shift rapidly and catch people off guard. Changing conditions require different precautions, so keep up with local weather alerts. Make sure your emergency notifications are enabled and have a plan in place for both snow and possible flooding. The key is to stay informed and ready for rapid shifts. Stock up on essentials, check your emergency kits, and communicate with neighbors about any special needs or assistance. This week, winter's challenges come in many forms, so stay prepared, stay safe, and look out for one another as the storms roll through. Hot on the heels of the first storm, a larger, wetter system arrives Tuesday into Wednesday. It starts with snow and ice across the Great Lakes and Northeast, but a shift in the weather pattern brings warmer air surging north. Rapid changeover from snow and ice to rain is expected, especially in the mid-Atlantic and southern New England. This quick transition creates a complex forecast. Significant snow and ice could disrupt travel and cause power outages, followed by heavy rain and flooding risks. Cold, frozen ground means rainwater will run off quickly, overwhelming streams and drainage systems. Residents should prepare for both winter and spring hazards in just 24 hours. Road conditions can change rapidly, from snow-covered to slushy and flooded. Stay alert to evolving forecasts and be ready for anything. This is a dynamic, fast-changing event demanding constant attention. Flooding is a major concern with this midweek storm, driven by heavy rain and rapid snowmelt. Rain falling on frozen or snow-covered ground can't soak in, so it runs off immediately, overwhelming streets and streams. Melting snow adds even more water, creating a double whammy for local rivers. Water levels can rise dramatically in just hours. A hidden danger: ice jams. As rivers swell, ice breaks up and can block flow at bridges or bends, causing sudden, severe flooding upstream. Residents near rivers should be especially vigilant and review flood safety plans. Make sure sump pumps are working and be ready to move to higher ground if needed. The threat comes from above and below: rain, melting snow, and river ice. This is a complex, multifaceted flood risk. Stay prepared and alert for rapidly changing conditions. To understand the danger of ice jam floods, look to Montpelier, Vermont, in March 1992. Warm weather and heavy rain on deep snowpack and frozen rivers caused the Winooski River to swell and ice to jam against a downtown bridge. Water levels rose rapidly, flooding streets and buildings with little warning. The disaster forced evacuations and caused millions in damage, showing how quickly ice jams can turn high water into catastrophe. Today's setup, deep snowpack, frozen rivers, and a rapid warm-up, echoes those conditions. Forecasters and emergency managers are on high alert for similar risks. If you live near rivers prone to ice jams, be ready to act at the first sign of trouble. The 1992 Montpelier flood is a powerful reminder: respect nature's power during volatile transitions. History teaches us to stay vigilant as we monitor rivers this week. Beyond snow and rain, dense fog could become a major travel hazard as warm, moist air flows over cold, snow-covered ground. This setup is perfect for advection fog, which can reduce visibility to a quarter mile or less. Fog often forms at night or early morning and can linger if winds are light. For drivers, dense fog is disorienting and dangerous, increasing the risk of accidents. Air travel can also be disrupted, with delays and cancellations. If you encounter fog, slow down, use low-beam headlights, and increase following distance. If visibility drops to near zero, pull off the road and wait for conditions to improve. Fog is a hidden danger. Don't underestimate its impact during this stormy week. While these storms mark a wintry start to meteorological spring, the true arrival comes with the vernal equinox on March 20th. Until then, March's weather remains famously volatile, often in like a lion, out like a lamb. Forecasts suggest an active pattern will continue, with more chances for mixed precipitation and temperature swings. As the sun climbs higher and days grow longer, winter's grip will gradually loosen. By late March, spring warmth will take hold more consistently, and the threat of major snowstorms will fade for most. We'll soon shift from tracking snow to watching for spring showers and thunderstorms. The journey through March is bumpy, but true spring is on the horizon. Stay safe, stay informed, and look forward to the renewal ahead.